And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition here of the WardiTV Monday. WardiTV Monday number 79, your weekly dose of WardiTV action. I'm, of course, just TvP with you, and joined by these amazing players and by the people in the chat as well. Welcome one and all to our second broadcast of the day. Again, we were live earlier this morning. It was a very long broadcast, by the way, like 5 hours. We had a very long broadcast this morning, going over all the TLMC finalist maps and going through all of our feedback and all the other judge feedback for the Team Liquid map contest. It was definitely an interesting endeavor, going through the feedback of some of the other judges, getting an eye on their thought process and how, of course, the top 16 came to be what it is. So again, do recommend it if you're interested in the thought process, in the construction of the map pool, and how the top 16 were chosen, and all of our thoughts coming into it, and a bit of a greater in-depth analysis of said maps. Then you can do so via checking out our VOD over on YouTube. Do recommend it. Otherwise, we are here to jump into some casting, some StarCraft. Let's go. All right, let's go. We have our initial quarterfinals match, best of 3 between herO and Clem. Bearing in mind, of course, this is a replay cast. The actual WardiTV Monday event will begin later on tonight, but it does begin much later in the evening. A little bit too late for us nowadays, so we do cover instead the week prior's event earlier in the day. So we're jumping into our replay broadcast of the WardiTV Monday. Now, first we have a TvP between herO and Clem. Let's go. Let us go. We're jumping into our TvP. I'm hoping it's going to be a TvP. What I mean by that is that Clem has been playing some Protoss against herO as of late. He has been attempting and actually having better success with his PvP. We'll see what his TvP looks like, though. Oh boy, as we're jumping into our Terran versus Protoss matchup. No PvP, not this time, at least not in game 1. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the red Terran player. We have the French Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Protoss player, the South Korean Protoss representing T1. It is herO. And in the chat, thank you so much. I stand for subscribing for 40 months, papi. Oh my god. that's a lot of months, papi. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you've been enjoying the content, the casting, the StarCraft. Hope you've been enjoying, and here's to potentially even another 40 months. You know, here's to more years of StarCraft in the future. We aren't going anywhere, papi. We'll like some rest at some point, and we'll get there towards the end of the month. We're catching up, and then we'll be easing up on some of the casting, but until then, a non-stop StarCraft. That'd be true. That's how we do here on the CranKy Ducklings. As we are dipping in, we do have our initial opener here, double gas opener out of Clem, going for a faster factory, faster tech out of our red Terran player. Meanwhile, herO across the map going for his own standard opener instead. We'll see how our players do deviate. We'll see how hard Clem commits. With a double gas opener, this can lead into Reactor Reaper Hellion, can lead into early Cyclone commitment, early tank pushes, can lead into Banshee play as well. Clem has options when it comes to early game aggression, so we'll see how he does approach the problem that is herO as of late. Again, Clem has had a harder time against herO in recent months. herO has had the better winning record, of course, but a lot of that comes down to the diverse play of herO. He can play standard, he can play aggressive, he loves to mix up his builds, going for charge base openers, going for blink, going for, say, even robo or stargate base play as well. herO can be very bold with his play, and we'll see how that unfolds here in this series. But now here he does hide his probe. We do have our Cybercore finishing up across the map. Are we tempted to proxy pylon? If we would, I feel like it's a little bit late here. Yeah, we're calming down. Probe is kept hidden, is kept safe against the Reaper. Cybercore is now done, and the probe is coming in for a rescout. Okay, does come in. Behind this, we do have the CC on the high ground for Clem. So high ground CC, getting to his own factory. We'll catch up sometime. I mean, the issue is that we were going to catch up, but then we had TLMC, right? Like the TLMC coverage that we provided did kind of push a couple of broadcasts back a bit, if you remember, just because we had the TLMC judging streams, so that kind of pushed some things back. And then all of a sudden we had the GSL qualifiers as well, and then we had the GSL CK. So just tournaments, they just kept coming, man. They just kept coming. Aye. Even this week we have GSL, true. Ooh, as Reaper is going to be hunted down. And we spoke about the diverse play here of heroes. Standard openers are Blink Stalkers are bound, but no, Twilight Council not into Blink, into Charge. Aye, aye, aye. So Charge is going to be on the way. A much more aggressive build here by hero. And this is also built to punish the aggression of the Terran player. If Clem were to commit to an early game push, say Widowmine drop into early tank production, for example, then Clem would be completely shut down. So he's got to be careful here. Alas, at the moment, he doesn't know. When it comes to the Widowmine drop follow-up, we'll see what kind of vision he gets. We'll see what he's able to confirm when it comes to the gateway count, when it comes to the Stalker count as well. 3 more gateways on the way, going up to 4 gate charge from the side of hero. Here comes that mine drop. We'll see if Clem can piece it all together, as he is going for that earlier tank. Here he sets up his proxy gateway here to reinforce across the map to harass. He will at least zone away. He does zone. Mine drop is coming in. Hero doesn't react in time. Oh, Woodmine's to unload. Hero pulls away. Hero pulls away. Looks to bait at the mine. And so far, does lose mining time at least. Does lose mining time. One Widowmine will be shut down. We have another mine dropping towards the main. At the same time, hero denies mining. Okay, not bad. Stalker, he commits across the map. There are no stalkers to defend. Oh my god. 2 probes. That could have been so much worse. 2 probes do go down. Tank is on the high ground, but alas, Clem, he cannot mine from his own natural. Clem, here's reinforcing. Yeah, he's reinforcing. More charge loss on the rain. Remember, he went for a charge-based opener. And with Zelt, he wants that tank. No shot. He wants the tank, baby. He's so close. Tank fully goes off, Zelsa have arrived, they collapse on the Marines, and the tank is going to fall. Massive pick up here. Before the game even begins, hero, he's here to end the game. There's one more tank on the high ground. Boys are being pulled. Can he save the tank? Can he save it? Oh no, he's trying. It's still brutal damage though. Critical damage. 10 SCVs going down. The Stalkers, they can just kite away, denying the natural. More Zelta warping in. Hero's not done. Yeah, hero's not done. We're down to 2 Marines. Ooh. Tank fully goes off. Hero does overextend. That was a misstep there from hero. That was a misstep. Nice split against the mine shot. Does split. Wall is up. And Clem holds. Whew. Clem, he holds on, but what's he really holding on to? Clem is down to 24 SCVs, down to a 1-base economy. Hero back at home, just happily mining, happily saturating, winding it back. Remember what this came down to? This came down to the early charge timing, the hyper aggression out of hero, and the lack of defense. It was a very bold move, but hero, he left 1 stalker to defend. That's why the mine drop was doing quite a bit of damage. It was denying a lot of mining time. That's because hero didn't care. Hero, he just committed across the map. He broke the natural, and now Clem is stuck on 1 base. Does go for another mine drop. Hero, he recalls. Does recall. Takes out 1 probe. And on the one hand, finally, Clem, he can break out, he can break free, but Clem, he is miles behind here. What he does have, though, is a large army, right? He's got a large army to work with. He does have a stim on the way. And Clem can turn this into a 2-base all-in. I feel like saturating and making workers and trying to macro from this point would be a bit of a misstep. It's just too much to recover from. We're just too far behind. But we'll see. As hero is expanding, hero is getting a 3rd expansion, taking up into a Temple Archives, in towards Storm. Hero is getting further ahead. The longer this game goes on, the better it's going to be for hero. And again, Clem, we got to just send it. You can see Clem trying to bait out the army. Hero does not take the bait. He doesn't take it. Here comes the mass on siege. As you mentioned, Clem, he needs to break out. Hey, supply box hero. There's the on siege. Here comes the push. And again, it's all or nothing here for Clem. The boys are being pulled. No surprises here. As you mentioned, Clem is all in. Like, there is no way for him to macro out of this game. So it's just all or nothing. Does pull the boys. I believe Medevac came back for the tank. Yep, did come back for the tank as well. And Storm is going to be done in a couple of seconds. Storm isn't ready yet. Clem is moving in. Oh. And tanks do siege. Auto charge are thrown down. And here he still has to wait for Storm. There we go, just not finishing. Storm is done. Yeah, Storm is done. And can we get on top of the Marines? So far, good target firing. Very nice target firing for the tanks. He gets one, he gets two, three. Three High Templar go down. No more Templar. He sims in. No shot. And Clem, can he end the game? Again, very nice target firing. If you didn't notice, Clem with his tanks, he did focus on the High Templar immediately as soon as possible. He was able to snipe 3 High Templar. hero's getting desperate. Ooh, oh god. Oh, the storm. Oh my god. The storm was crazy. That was an insane storm. Ay, ay, ay. So much damage. And one storm. Is that all we needed? It might have been. Yeah, it might have been there. Final tank goes down. Oh, we have another tank reinforcing. Bunker does fall. Remember, there's no more storms. There are no more storms. Gateways are buying time. Getting extra warp ins. Hero collapsing in once again. And he does get on top of the tank. Yeah, the tank does fall. One storm was all that Hero needed. And now he's got 2. Oh, Jesus. The army is deep in the red. Ay, ay, ay. Clem, he's got to pull away. One Archon volley would be enough to just break through. But the Archon is on low on shields. Low on shields. Nice focus firing on the Archon. Archon does fall, but GG gets called. There's just not enough left here, and Hero takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Hero, he does take a lead in the series. Again, a very intense couple of moments there as Hero took a massive lead early on. Again, he forced the all-in out of Clem. Hero went for a charge-based opener and was able to punish Clem's early game as Clem was committing into his own mine drop and was woefully underprepared back at home. I mean, he wasn't ready. He wasn't expecting Hero to be that aggressive and that assertive, and Hero just snowballed out of control. That led into, of course, that all-in out of Clem. As we mentioned, that was the only option there for Clem, was to go for the all-in. And hey, a lesser player would have died, right? A lesser player would have died then and there. Clem, he was able to gain some ground, focus down the High Templar. Was a very intense fight. In the end, Hero still had that one storm, and with that, Hero, he held on, shut down the army. GG. GG, well played. Hero does take lead in the series, and now we're getting ready for game number 2. We'll see if Clem can bounce back, recover, and force the ace match. Let's go. Game 2 is going to be on the Old Republic. Here we go. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the Old Republic, we have the red Terran player. We have the French Terran representing Team Liquid. Down in the series, we'll see if you can bounce back and make a series out of this. It is Clem. And spawning in the right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss player himself, representing T1. It is Hero. I saw that. And Clem, he's had enough. He's had enough. At game 1, hyper aggression out of Hero did snowball out of control, but now here in game number 2, we have not just one, we have 2 SCVs being sent across the map. Clem, he's going for the proxy. Going for the proxy 2 racks. The racks are going to be thrown down. Additional SCVs are on the way. Gases are being taken. True. He is taking gases. And I'm curious to see if we go into proxy Reaper or proxy Marauder. Eyes are on Clem. Yeah, there we go. That's the second rack that's thrown down. Hero currently is in the dark. So he's yet to move out across the map for a probe scout. True. Is it to do so? Again, it's Clem's turn for the shenanigans, pappy. Ah. As Hero does go for the gate expand, and Hero, he does not probe scout across the map. Ay, 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 0 scouting out of Hero. And with that, he has no idea what's going on. Behind this, tech labs are on the way. It is going to be proxy Marauder out of Clem. And Hero has no idea. Oh boy. I'll be very impressed if Hero can muster up a defense and react in time and try to hold on. It'll come down to him being able to buy time in the main base to get a battery, to pull the boys, to muster up some kind of units here. But, I mean, he's going to have so little time to react. So we're going to be banking up the first wave of Marauders. And ideally, we do want to back them up. We want to hold up. Again, so far, Hero still has no idea. Concussive Shell is on the way. Hero does go for the Stargate opener as well. I mean, the Oracle can help for sure. Can. We are still a ways away. So far we're at 3, soon to be 4, soon to be 5. And then it's going to be go time. This Stalker should be hunted down. Should be caught by Concussive Shell. And then we can just end the game. Like we did. Again, like if there was a probe scout at a hero, then he would have batteries, he'd have extra warpins, we'd have a prioritization of even chronoing out set additional Stalkers. We can pre-pull the boys. Here the first Stalker does get caught. Say that hero, he does pull away. Does go for the recall. Does he save him? He does. Okay, does save all the Stalkers. Not bad. Nice reaction so far. The Oracle's on the way. Batteries get thrown down in the main. And here, can he buy enough time? Remember, he's more than happy to just give up the natural. The boys are being pulled. And can he surround those Marauders? He's going for it. Trying to go for the dive. Oracle has arrived. Free damage on the Marauders. Does get free damage. He gets 1, 2, 3 Marauder kills. Not bad. Takes down 3, takes down 4 Marauders. There's 3 Marauders left. There's the NG overcharge as well. He can just keep going ham, and that is just free damage on the Marauders. Ay. I said that the Oracle is about to run out of NG, but at the same time, we're running out of steam with these Marauders. We're running out of steam. Oof. Yeah, down to 3, down to 2, and Clem, he has nothing left. Like Clem, he was completely committed here. He was all in. Barely killed any workers. The natural is still alive, by the way. Still up and running. That was how many? That was 9 Marauders for 2 Stalkers. the efficiency, Pappy. Oh my god. That's crazy. As we'll soon have another NG overcharge. Yep, there it is. There's the NG overcharge. Oracles that have in the Marauders. Here he does pull away. He will still lose 1 Stalker. And now again, we can just give chase. We can just give chase. Proxy's being found. And that was such a big commitment here from Clem. Clem, he's so heavily delayed here. These Raxes are being hunted down. Back at home, we're transitioning into early or into defensive Cyclones. And Clem, and here he holds well. He does hold well. Again, just an impressive reaction for Hero to bank up his army, to pull to the corner, to recall to the main base to save it. To abandon his natural when he did. I appreciate that he doesn't waste any energy. Not yet. Oh. Locking on the Oracle. Diving on the Cyclone. Oh no, the repairs. Oh my god, repairs are too late. GG gets called, and Hero, he will claim the series 2-0. He'll advance on to the semi-finals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. A very impressive defense here by Hero, by the way. Again, Hero had 0 scouting information. I will say that the Stargate opener that Hero happened to be going for did work wonders for him because he was able to get so much free damage with those Oracles. The Oracles did excel defensively against the Mass Marauder, but not just that. Again, his the quick reactions, of course, to pull together his Stalkers, to pull together the boys, to recall, to abandon, evacuate the natural expansion, to dive into the main base, and again, there's precious seconds to threaten his batteries, and for the Oracle to be chronoed out as well. Whew. And with that, Hero had a very impressive defense. GG, well played. Again, the Proxy Marauder was not worth it there for Clem. He failed to do critical economic damage, and with that, fell further and further behind. GG. GG, well played. Again, he lost 9 Marauders. 9 Marauders for 2 Stalkers. Like, that is insane. That was insane efficiency. Again, shout out to the MVP Oracles. And with that, GG well played. Here he'll advance on to the semi-finals or semi-finals, where he's going to be facing off against his next opponent. It's going to be a PvP between Hero and who? Hero and Zhao.